Hi everybody, welcome to our Sensorism channel. Today we are going to do our first experiment. We'll try to make an automated water dispenser. These are the items that you will require for it. Few building blocks, and this is a shape that we have done. We'll describe it later. This is the bowl of water. You can use any other bowl. Just for this experiment I'm making it a transparent one so that it will be visible throughout the experiment. You can use any other bowl at your home. And these are RO pipes that are used in your water purifier, and these are the connectors for these RO pipes. And this is a submersible water pump, 6 volts water pump, and this is a transparent pipe. This is a double-sided type, and this motor is connected to this connector, DC jack connector. If you can see this, this is a DC jack connector, and for this correspondingly the male connector is here, and few jumper wires, of which all these are female to female jumper wires. This is female to male jumper wire, and one male to male jumper wire. And this is one channel relay. This is multi voltage output power module, and this is the IR sensor. What we'll try to do is we'll create a system where a glass or something is put in front of the IR sensor. It detects that and the water is dispensed automatically. So we'll try to see how to create that. So I have created this structure. You can build any other structure. Just ensure that you have sufficient nodes to keep your IR sensor either here or at different positions all throughout. So we'll test these multiple positions to see how the IR sensor actually works. So this is a structure which I have come up with. You can create any structure of your own, and this is another block which I have created where we'll attach the electronics to this specific block. Let's try to know about this IR sensor module. So I have created a separate video of this in the IoT Essentials playlist, so please watch it there, but I'll give a brief on what this module does. So this is an IR sensor. So this is the IR transmitter, and this is a receiver. Whenever there is an obstacle in front, the receiver receives the rays from reflected rays from the transmitter, and then if you see the pins here, the output pin will go low. So this is a low trigger IR sensor. So this is how we will detect that the presence of a glass where the water has to be dispensed. So the next item is this multi-power output. I also created another video for this, so please do watch it. So in a nutshell, so this takes in 12 volts power, and these three pins are exact input of what is given here, and the ones on the left 3 pins are 5 volts, and the leftmost are the 3.3 volts that we'll be using. So this IR sensor is actually 3.3 volts and 5 volts combined. This is also the same. This is a one channel relay. I also created another detailed video of this one. It has 3 inputs: VCC, ground, and input. VCC and ground pins are used to power this relay, which is 3.3 volts or 5 volts. So when you connect VCC to 3.3 or 5 and ground to ground of the power module, this relay will get will be powered on, and you can see the LED glowing here. And when the relay gets activated, this is a low trigger relay. So whenever the input signal is low, that relay gets activated, and a green light will be visible. This is the device that I want to use to control the water pump. So it will be connected to normally open and common signal. So normally open is when the relay is not activated. Normally open and COM are not connected, but when the relay gets activated, normally open and COM gets connected. So that's how we'll connect the motors to these two terminals. And this is a 3 to 12 volts water pump. This is submersible, so I'll be submersing it inside water vessel, and then use this water pump to extract the water outside of the vessel. So let's try to see the connections now. First, let's try to connect the IR sensor and the power module. So this IR sensor has 3 pins: VCC, ground, and output. So we'll connect the VCC and ground using these red and brown wires. So red wire will go to VCC and brown will go to ground. So this is how we can connect. Next is the one pin remaining, that is the output pin from the IR sensor. So I'll be using this IR blue color for connecting that. So I'm connecting output pin of the IR sensor, and this will become the input for my relay as the input of the one channel relay. So as connected here. Now I need power connections for this one channel relay. So I'll take again another red wire and another yellow wire. So the red wire will go to the power and the yellow line will go to the ground. First I'm connecting the yellow line. So this will go to the ground pin of one channel relay and ground pin of this power module, and the second one will go to the VCC and the 5 volts. So this is the first step. So this is how your circuit will look like by now. Next we'll try to connect this connector to the relay. So now what we need to do is take these two pins, red and brown. So the red one will go into 5 volts, and brown will go to the ground of the power module. This completes the connections from the power module. Next, this pin of the power module will go into the normally open, and we'll use a screwdriver to tighten up the screws in the normally open terminal. Next, we have a male to male connector. So now connect this to the common terminal, and now these two terminals will go to the connector, male DC connector, followed by the other one. So if you see carefully, so the positive voltage on the red wire goes to the normally open terminal of the one channel relay, and once the relay get activated, that flows into the common terminal, and that in turn comes back to this terminal here. And for this terminal we'll connect the motor's female jack. That way the circuit gets completed, and the DC power, the DC motor water pump will get the power needed. So that is how the connections. I have taken a two-sided tape and attached these two power module and one channel relay to this building block, and I have kept another two-sided tape to this IR. Now let's try to bring the structure. This is the structure that we want to experiment on. So now I'm going to first try the experiment with this side. So I'm going to attach my IR sensor. So I have attached the IR sensor to this block. Later on we will try to keep it here and multiple places as well, and then try to test out. So now my current block looks like this. Let's try to connect this water motor pump, and then let's try to join these two. And the pipe, this is a push fit connector, so you can push it in there. So I'm keeping it in the place. Connect the other connect. So this is something which I would like to leave it to you. So please figure out a way to see that it doesn't wobble, but this is how it can be connected. It will look like this right now. So this is the water tank, and the electronics are attached to this block. Right now we are testing the sensor here, and this is the area where we can keep the glass, and the water will come from here to here. The last step would be to connect these two connectors and then power it up here. So let's try to fill in the water and then test this entire setup. I have connected this connector here and also filled this tank with water, and I'll be using this mug for checking the water dispensing. I'm using this battery, 12 volts battery. You can use any other adapter that you have. So let's try to power it on. So I powered it on. I can see that the LED is glowing here. The LED is also glowing on the relay. So one channel relay is active and the IR sensor is also active. So I'm going to put this in front, slowly. As you can see, the air got detected and the light was lit and the relay got turned on and the motor is dispensing the water. I'm going to pull it a little back. Now it is turned off. As you can see, the rays are passing through and the range is out, so that's where it is. And if you try to put it back in, it is activated again and out. So let's try to see if what will happen if it is in the air. Still I'm able to detect it and what it is dispensed. Now I leave it as an exercise for you to actually see in various positions, various, take a glass jar and then check whether it is possible to dispense or not, and keep the IR sensor here and in all the three slots that are available, and then check which is the optimal place to keep such a dispenser, and also see uh, if you can increase the water speed. So for that, what you need to do is change the 5 volts to the power supply to 12 volts, so that will increase the speed. So let's recap on what all we have tried to experiment. So we used how to use a water pump. We understood about IR sensing, how it is done and how we can use it in real life, and also a one channel relay on controlling a water pump using an input from an IR sensor. Hope you liked the experiment. Thank you.